What's up, you guys? So Epic from OneGlanceTrader.com, and I'm super excited because, as you can see on the screen, we are 2 months into our small account $500 challenge, and we have achieved 50% growth, which is absolutely fantastic. And the options trading strategy I've been using is credit spreads. In this particular example, it's a put credit spread where you are bullish on the underlying stock. And I received a number of emails and comments asking for a bit more detail in terms of the strategy, how it works, and how I'm able to compound my account in a short space of time. So I'm actually creating a couple of other training videos on put credit spreads, especially around this particular way of investing put credit spreads, because this one doesn't have a stop loss, it doesn't have a take profit target. It utilizes your investing your whole, in this example, $500, and every 3-4 weeks you are rolling the option to keep gaining credit, assuming that price is continuing either staying flat or going up. If price is going down, we again roll the position, hopefully to make a smaller net credit, or at least any net credit, and potentially even pay or to give some money back to buy yourself some time. So I'll go into that in a lot more detail in my upcoming video. So make sure you smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you are notified of when that video training series comes out. So what we're going to do in this video, we're going to go through the latest trade. We're going to have a look at Tesla's chart. Where am I picking my strikes? What I'm doing, and all that kind of good stuff. And just before we do that, I strongly recommend, while I'm creating these kind of trading training videos, is that you check out the video of the interview I did with Theta Profit and his YouTube channel, because this is what he does, but at a larger scale. He was able to grow, I don't know if you can see just behind this little image, $575 to 262K. And he does that by opening $500 or 5 point wide put credit spreads on Tesla. He then takes that credit to then open more put credit spreads, and then what he does, he actually invests some of that profit into Tesla stock. So he's very heavily invested in Tesla. He does do some other stuff, some other wheel strategy stuff, but predominantly this is what he does. And he's a no nonsense type person. He doesn't edit his videos. He just shows you on his phone of him placing the trades, rolling the trades, and again he keeps doing that. And it's a really good interview of me asking about his strategy. So if you want to learn more about the strategy, it's all outlined in this video, but the videos I'm going to create, I'll go into a bit more detail and look at other examples outside of Tesla. But make sure you check that one out. And again, it's probably shown in the top right corner, but the link's inside the description to take that out. So again, here's the running P&L. For those of you who are new, again, the link's down below. If you guys want to go back all the way back to episode 1, because I screenshot the receipt of every single trade that I do, to prove that those are the net credits. You can work out the calculations yourself. But we started at the 11th of November, and 2 months in at the 12th of January. um, I've been managed to pick up a net credit on every single trade that I've placed so far, which is equal to $266. Again, played a small amounts of commission around $12, so my net credit or debit has been a little over $253, giving me a 51% return on my initial investment. So at the moment, my $500 is inside this latest trade number 5, which we're going to go to inside a second. But one thing to kind of show about this net credit situation, I've been fortunate in terms of picking the right strikes, rolling at the right times, to able to achieve a net credit on every single trade that I've done so far. And again, it's something that I talk about inside the training videos that I'm creating about what expiration to pick, when to roll, and when price is getting towards your short strike, what do you do in those kind of scenarios? And all of that will be over the next coming videos over the next few weeks. But if, for example, this was a minus figure, so I had to give back $40 to either buy myself some more time, to roll down my strike, whatever the situation would have been, I'm more than happy to, let's say it was $66, just to make these numbers easier, that I'm happy to still give away $66 to still be $200 up, right? Because that would have still been, what's that, around 40% return on my investment after 2 months. So I still would have been happy with 40% across a 2 month period, because not many traders get 40% in a year, let alone in 2 months. So again, I'm willing to take a loss if I need to protect my capital and to buy myself some more time. So just bear that in mind when running this strategy, because again, you could argue that I've been lucky or I've been really precise in my strike prices. It's probably a bit of both, if I'm really honest. So bear that in mind, because it's not always um, going to be like this. And again, part of me really wants to be in a bad situation. I might be in this current trade if Tesla goes against me, but I try to play it as safe as I possibly can. So if we look at trade number 5, so what we can see over here on my interactive brokers account, that's who I use. Again, the link is down below if you guys are interested in looking for an options broker. Again, I've had no problems with them. Fantastic broker. And so what I did is, if you guys remember, I had the 1005 put, which I sold, and I bought the 1000 put as my protection. So when you roll an option, you basically have to buy the put credit spread back, and then you open a brand new put credit spread. So I bought back the 1005 for $1,076, and then I sold the 1000 put for $997. And your broker works all this out, and it works out, that I bought back the option for, or the spread, for $79. So it cost me $79 to buy this option back. But at the exact same time, and that's a roll where you do this simultaneously, is that I opened the 995, 990, which was around a zero point 0.3 delta, for $135 credit. So 135 that I received minus the 79 that I paid gave me a net credit of $56, which was 11%. And if you guys have been following this series, you guys know that I'm looking to make around 10% per trade. So, making 11 a sec kind of made up for the shortfall on the previous trade, trade 4, which I believe it was, around 5%, because this is when Tesla was going against me. And I had to still roll out, but I was able to roll out for a net credit, and even making 5% per trade, I'm not gonna complain with that as well. So it was good that I made 11%. So if we look at it across the 5 trades, just above 51%, looking to make 10% per trade. So I'm pretty much on target. So hopefully in the next couple of months, 2-3 months, I'm not really giving myself a timeline. It might take me 6 months to get the additional $250, but the $250 is an absolute number. I could be trading with a $10,000 account to make it into 20,000, because again, it's all about the percentage gain. I'm making 51% on my collateral that I'm risking, and in this example, I'm risking 500. And the good thing about this strategy, if you park the emotional side of things for a second, whether I'm trading with $500 account or a $1,000 or a $10,000 account, the amount of effort in terms of placing the trade, picking the strike, nothing changes. It's all the same logic. It's just you just increase the number of contracts, or you increase the width of your strikes, however you want to do it, to your dollar amount. So that's the good thing about this strategy. There's no more effort needed than what's there. So what I want to do is just show you why I've picked the 995, 990 strike. So if we look at Tesla at the moment, if I zoom in slightly over here, so the current price, we are Monday the 17th, market is closed. Obviously, it's a national holiday inside the US. So it is around the 1049, 1050 mark. And I placed this trade, no, I placed the trade. I think it was on the other side, wasn't it? Placed it on the 12th. There's the 12th is here. So I picked it pretty much at this high, and I couldn't have timed it any better really, because otherwise it would have been hard for me to again roll out my 1000 1005 put. So price has gone down against me since I've made this, and what you'll notice is that I had the 1005, 1000. You can see that I was able to roll it down. So I could have rolled it for a higher net credit at the same strike, but I wanted to roll down. And again, this will come over time as you get practice on this. Is I wanted to roll down because I wanted to have more of a buffer. Because if I did the 1005, again, yes, I would have picked more of a net credit, but I'm only like $45 away from my short leg strike. And the other reason why I like the 990 is you can see here you got a touch here at support, touch there at support, another one at support, another one at support. So you got, and it's nice. I love this little bullish pin bar, or hammer as they call it when you're looking on downtrend as well. So I feel if price does get to this level, it'll probably hover around this level as opposed to penetrate right the way through as it kind of did in this scenario over here, because it's formed it again as a resistance zone. So plus you've got the overall psychological round number of the 1000 level, which will act as a level of support as well around that piece. So my aim here is hopefully within the next week or two, we hover around. Well, obviously, I hope we go up, but if we hover around, enough time would have passed for this option to depreciate, which will allow me to again roll out for another 2-3 weeks again, either at the same 990 or potentially even lower, depending on what's happening with Tesla. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm not going to panic. Been in situations here where I've had the 1000 strike and it's gone all the way down to about 880, 885. We've gone through those pieces in previous videos if you want to see that. And again, I've managed to get myself a net credit. I'm happy to roll out further, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and then roll back in while pushing my strike up as time goes on. So hopefully that kind of makes sense in terms of what I'm doing. Again, please make sure you like this video. Please subscribe. Check out the Theta Profit interview, which is on your screen now. And again, please subscribe because those videos are coming out soon in terms of going to this strategy in more detail. And I shall see you guys in the next video.